Hey everybody, this is Yaya from Conscious Living or Nova Lily Herbals on TikTok. All right, and this is Jane, my 9-month Cane Corso. She's chilling with me in the garden. I'm in the middle of turning my compost over here. I've had some problems with it because I had too much green. So I've been adding paper and cardboard to it, and I ordered a chip drop. So hopefully that can help it. But I want to talk about one of my garden plots. So I will. Okay, so this is the second garden plot that I started last season. So what I did is I had the gardeners pull up all the grass, and then I planted a bunch of seeds. And then guess what happened? A whole bunch of grass seed, a whole bunch of weeds just came up. It swallowed my garden. I did get some harvests out of it, some peppers, some weird looking eggplants, a little bit of lettuces out of here, pak choy, just a few things. I did get some stuff out of here, and there was a bunny that was living in here because literally the grass was like knee high. I couldn't mow it. It was so I called it the jungle. This was the jungle over here last year. So at the end of the season, what I did was I threw a bunch of cardboard over everything, and then I thought I was doing something. I put all the leaves that had fallen from all these trees on top of it. And yes, I cut up the leaves some, but I should have like raked through the leaves, and I did not. And me and my sister came in here and just started planting a bunch of plants. So the plants, some of them are yellow. And let me tell you, last year I didn't use any amendments. I didn't use bone meal. I didn't use blood meal. I didn't use fertilizer. I didn't use any of that stuff on my garden. Only thing I did use was some diatomaceous earth here and there, and that was that. A little bit of neem oil here and there, and that was that. And I had a very flourishing garden. I didn't learn about bone meal and blood meal until this season. So I'm looking and I'm like, what the heck is really going on? Why are these plants still yellow? Put tons of blood meal down, tons of bone meal, all kinds of stuff, fertilizer, everything. And I'm watching some videos, and it dawned on me. I put a bunch of leaves on this garden plot. And those leaves and grass stick together, not allowing air to get to the soil. So they're growing, yes, but they seem nitrogen deficient. And it was because the leaves are breaking down. It just was not a good idea. So what I did today was I came in with the hoe and just started raking up everything. I've disturbed some of the plants, probably raked up a couple of things that I put down here. But for the most part, I still have my plants, my groceries, my 2B groceries. So we're going to see what happens. So just don't make that mistake. If you throw your leaves down in the fall, just make sure, well, either way it goes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up mulching everything and putting mulch over everything, period. But before I do that, the mulch will be sitting like on my front yard or my driveway for a very long time before I mulch everything, because I want to be the type of gardener that does not have to water and weed and all of that stuff. So I kind of did some things right, kind of did some things wrong. I'm hoping that me coming in here and ruffling up these leaves As you can see, I'll give you a closer look. I scraped through and like all these leaves were still here and soaking wet. You see that? So like no oxygen was getting to my plants, and I'm just throwing all these amendments on here, not knowing what the heck is going on. But hopefully I will have fixed it by going through and kind of raking and moving things around in here. And I'll just keep doing that for as long as I need to see if I have some results. But ultimately, plants want to grow. They want to grow. And I'm not throwing any more amendments on my garden. I didn't use any amendments last year, and so I'm not going to use any more amendments anymore. I'm just going to come in here and just disturb these leaves so they can keep getting air so that they can break down and grow. I've got a bunch of herbs in here, different cucumbers, different tomatoes, peas, and we self-seeded. Not self-seeded. We sowed some seeds, some bean seeds in here, and they didn't come up. And then we put some watermelon plants in here, and they are doing poorly. And we're like, what is going on? And that's what it was. These leaves that I threw down were just sitting on top, not letting any air go through. It was just bad. I also threw some chamomile in here that doesn't really look like it's growing because of that. The chamomile, there's some chamomile back here. We've got our nasturtium right here. There's some Thai basil, radishes. Like the radishes aren't growing. Like I'm just like, what the heck is going on? And I'm just watching videos, researching, doing stuff, and that's what it was. I had all these leaves down here that had not been raked through. I should have raked through all of this stuff before we planted things, and threw some compost down, and then threw some mulch over it. But now I know. So, I'm pretty. I've been gardening for a while, but not really consistently. So I feel like I'm still a new gardener. I know some things, and I'm always learning more. So I just wanted to put that out there that, don't make that mistake. Yes, it is good to have your leaves from the fall and throw it over your garden, but you need to like do it a little bit at a time. You need to let them break down some. You need to like, before you plant anything, rake through it. You just got to make sure it's kind of like broken down. And what I should have done was throw some compost, like rake through it, throw compost down, and then put some wood chips over it, and then I probably would have had better success. So now I know, and now I can do better. Hopefully these plants will recover, because like I said, nature plants want to grow. So they have been growing. They have, but I just expected them to be growing a little bit better. So hopefully they will recover now that I'm kind of going in there and messing up the soil and the leaves and the mulch and stuff on top of it. Hopefully they'll do a lot better. So that is for this garden bed back here. I didn't really do this side right here because it's mostly cardboard here. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, thanks for watching my video, and happy gardening. So this is a few days later. So I just wanted to do an update. I just want to add it to the end of this video. This is a few days later. It's quite windy today, but I went in and did the other side where all that cardboard was, because the cardboard had like a plastic like outer layer that I didn't realize, and so that wasn't breaking down either, and the radishes weren't growing. So I took up that cardboard also. Luckily the honeydew melons that I put down were not really affected. They were still growing and looking pretty good. So now I have went through and raked the garden a few times to move the leaves around, and it is looking so much better. So I will give you a look at it. So yeah, we've got this is a green dragon cucumber, the nasturtium. We have some watermelon. The watermelons that we put over here that weren't growing are growing. Some peas and different beans, some different tomatoes, some different peas, watermelons over here, some more tomatoes, different herbs, some red kale over there. We do have a golden beet. That's supposed to be a golden beet. So I took up all the radishes over here, me and my sister, and we do have a brassica back there, a couple brassicas back there. So this whole part right here is kind of empty, and so we're just letting it dry down some. See, it looks dry on the top, but as soon as you move these leaves, it's moist, it's damp. So yeah, we're just every day I'm just going in and moving the leaves all around the plants, moving stuff around the plants, trying to make sure the bottom of the plants are kind of open so that they can get air and they can grow. And it's looking a lot better. It's looking a lot better. Those plants that are kind of yellow are actually yellow beans. So I don't know if they're supposed to be that way, but I think not, because I think they're starting to they're greening up some. I can tell that they're greening up. So yeah, so that's just an update on this garden plot right here. We're gonna let this dry out some more, decompose some more before we plant anything over here, because we still have some watermelons to plant. We just have we have more plants to plant. We have some more peppers in here, some tomatoes that we have that I want to get down in here. So this is just an update on because I didn't put that video out. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out. I'm not really one for doing too much editing or anything. I don't get paid for making these videos. I just do it, to get it out there, to get the experience, to show other people that you can garden too. And this is part of my journey. So yeah, we've got some little cucumbers on here growing, and it's just really amazing. This is really amazing. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I know it's a little bit long. Subscribe, like, share my journey, and yeah, happy gardening. Grow your own food. Bye.